I'm Craig Woolsey. I'm a professor in the Crofton Department of Aerospace and Ocean Engineering. I teach courses and advise students in research in the dynamics and control of ocean and atmospheric vehicles. I joined Virginia Tech at the end of the year 2000 and immediately started writing proposals to the NSF and bragging about the programs that I saw going on within CEED, and was fortunate very soon to begin working with those programs. And so over the years, I've worked with Tech Squared, I've worked with Imagination, I've worked with the STEP program, and also with collaboration called BLAST with the Virginia Space Grant Consortium. Usually, these activities focus on the dynamics and control of ocean and atmospheric vehicles. So I've been fortunate for a number of years to support CEED activities, lately Tech Squared and BLAST most often. And what this involves is sort of hosting cohorts of students in the summer, student participants, and teaching them about atmospheric flight mechanics. And so we'll spend half a day out at the Kentland Farm, the Kentland Experimental Aerial Systems Laboratory. It's the Virginia Tech College farm where we've built a runway and we can fly small unmanned aircraft. And so we'll spend an hour or so talking about flight dynamics and feedback control. And then we'll go out and we'll fly things. We'll fly rockets and we'll fly a little unmanned aircraft, fixed wing aircraft and rotorcraft. And the students can really see the principles that we talked about, the mathematical principles, put to use in these flight vehicles. So NSF loves to see STEM outreach, and rightly so. I mean, we have an obligation as researchers to be disseminating the work that we do, not only to our peers, but also to the broader society, in order to stimulate interest and sustain interest in the work that we're doing. And so I've been fortunate to have opportunities to work with CEED in these areas. And recently, I've been fortunate to lead a project that is focused on aerial robotic inspection of infrastructure, and specifically bridge inspection. And so the research component of that project is really focused on how do we help bridge inspectors do their jobs more effectively by providing them with these aerial robotic technologies, but also providing them with better interfaces. And specifically, we're looking at bringing augmented reality into first-person view interfaces so that the inspectors can use these tools to do bridge inspection. That's raised an opportunity to sort of run a parallel STEM outreach program where we're using some of the same concepts, first-person view and augmented reality, in a game that we're developing for the outreach participants in the summer program, Tech Squared and others. And the game is really, it's aerial robotic Quidditch, just like the game that J.K. Rowling invented in the Harry Potter series, and we call it Cottage. And so the idea is that we'll have teams of unmanned aircraft, each one controlled by one of the student participants, using a first-person view interface with augmented reality cues. And so the idea is to sort of expose them to this idea, this new technology, but also we're treating it as somewhat of a research experience. So we're looking at sort of how different people with different learning styles adapt to the technology, and how we can help them adapt better. And so it's really an opportunity to both do STEM outreach and also advance the goals of the research project. I'm very fortunate that CEED does a lot of the hard work of sort of reaching out to the groups of people that in whom we want to stimulate interest in STEM. And so, I trust that the cohorts of students who come in the summer are sort of have some interest in the possibility of pursuing a STEM career, but maybe haven't been convinced that that's the right path for them. I relish that opportunity to present my work and its potential impact to society, and convince them that, if you want to change the world for the better, a really good way to do that is to pursue an engineering degree. And even if you've never thought of that as a possible path for yourself, or even if that has not sort of risen to the top of your mind, or the front of your thoughts about what kind of career you might want to impact on society and make the world better by studying math and science and learning how to use math and science to solve hard problems for society.